Hi guys. This is not my best look, but I just filmed the outro to my Sally Rooney video, and as you saw in the bloopers of that video, my dress broke while I was filming it. The strap of my dress broke. It came right off, so I have to sew that, but I decided I wanted to film first. And then apparently I'm gonna have to change my laundry because my laundry's done. I'm sorry that my upload schedule has been kind of non-existent. The schedule is not scheduling. Life is a little bit insane. I have a lot going on. I'm trying to work so that I can save money to go back to New York. I had my birthday. I was volunteering. Like, it's just, life is fucking hectic right now. And I'm trying so hard because I love doing this, but things are just a little crazy. But I'm here right now to give you yet another book haul. Oh, I do have one more thing to update you on. I did get a tattoo, a new tattoo. I'll put a better picture of it so that you can see. But the shop that my stepmom owns and that I worked at for a few years, that I featured in my tattoo vlog, participated in the My Body, My Choice nationwide flash event. So I went to go get a tattoo to donate to the National Network of Abortion Funds. It's a little cat. It says, "Keep your loss off my paws." I love her dearly. I do have a book haul. For my birthday, my mom and I traveled around the New England area to a bunch of bookstores that I love. I bought a lot of books. And I really want to show them to you. And honestly, have a little refresher of what I bought myself because I don't really remember. So let's go into this bag first, shall we? This is from Charter Books in Newport. I also bought a sweater. I bought a Charter Books crew neck that I'm excited about. It's very comfortable. I got this short story collection. It's called Animal Wife, and I had been seeing it in every store I went into, and I hadn't heard of it before, but this cover really intrigued me. So I picked up the back and I read the back, and it says on the blurb, like, it blurbed a couple short stories that are in here too, but it says that the 15 stories of Animal Wife are unified by girls and women who cross the threshold seeking liberation from family responsibilities, from societal expectations, from their own minds. That really intrigued me. I love a short story collection. I love women's fiction, and I decided to pick it up at Charter Books because it was signed. It was signed at Charter Books. So I was like, you know what? If I'm gonna pick this up, it might as well be here. So yeah, I'm really excited. It's not that long. It's under 200 pages, which I can't believe they fit 15 stories in under 200 pages. Next I bought, so I bought, The Plot by Jean-Hanf Korelitz. Jean-Hanf Korelitz. Is he French? Oh my god, this is a woman. I bought The Plot by Jean. I thought it would be French. Jean. I bought this book because before I went back to school it must have been in January, I went out to lunch with my aunt and she told me that I should read this book because she liked it. And I said, you know what, auntie? I will. So I bought it. My mom also said she wants to read this book. I think this is a mystery. I've only seen it in hardcover and it finally came out in paperback. So I have been like logging books in my notes app that I'd wanted to buy for my birthday for like a month beforehand. So this came out in paperback and I said, I'm picking it up for my birthday, so I could read it and tell my auntie that I read it. Once a promising young novelist, Jake is teaching in a third-rate MFA program and struggling to maintain his self-respect. When Evan, Jake's most arrogant student, announces that his own book in progress is a sure thing, Jake dismisses the boast as amateur narcissism. Then he hears the plot. After Evan dies suddenly without ever completing his book, damn, Jake does what any writer would do with a story that brilliant. Soon he is wealthy and read all over the world. But at the height of his glorious new life, an email arrives, the first salvo in a terrifying anonymous campaign. You're a thief, it says. Okay, giving Pretty Little Liars. As Jake struggles to understand his antagonist and hide the truth from everyone else, he begins to learn about his late student, and what he discovers both amazes and terrifies him. Where did Evan get the idea for his novel? What is the real story behind it, and who stole it from whom? Okay, all right, cool. I'm excited. Sounds interesting. And then I finally bit the bullet on a book I've been debating for probably like 6 months now, but I've decided I'm just gonna give it a go. And that is Tender is the Flesh by Agustina Bastarrica. And it's translated by Sarah Moses. It's about cannibalism. It is very short. It's a nice, fresh 209 pages. I'm just gonna give it a go. I keep hearing people talk about it, and the more I hear people talk about it, the more I'm like, oh, I should just buckle down and read it. So, and then the last book that I bought from Charter Books, it's Good Omens by Neil Gaiman and Terry Pratchett. I've never read any of Neil Gaiman's adult novels. I read his middle grade The Graveyard book in middle school. My whole like class read it together. I liked it a lot. I thought it was very camp. I was very into it. I guess we'll see how this goes. The reason I bought this is because I was at work and my coworker David and I were talking about Our Flag Means Death, because we're both on the train, and he had asked me if I had seen Good Omens, and I was like, I haven't seen it because I would like to read the book first, but I haven't bought the book. And he's like, oh, like you should get into it because it's really good, like I like it a lot. And I was like, okay, noted. So then I went to the bookstore and bought it because I'm easily influenced. Do I know what it's about? No. I know that I think we've got an angel devil dynamic. Are they gay? Question mark? Is it queer coded or is it gay? Someone tell me. The world will end on Saturday, next Saturday, just before dinner, according to the nice and accurate prophecies of Agnes Nutter, which, the world's only completely accurate book of prophecies, written in 1655. The armies of good and evil are amassing, and everything appears to be going according to divine plan, except that a somewhat fussy angel and a fast-living demon are not actually looking forward to the coming rupture. And someone seems to have misplaced the Antichrist. This blurb reminded me of Hellfire With Us and The House in the Cerulean Sea, and I love both those books. So I thought this was longer, but it's only under 400 pages. I definitely thought it was at least 500 pages before I bought it. 369 pages. And then when I read this, I get to watch a TV show. So slay. The next store I went to was Books on the Square in Providence. I bought 2 books. I bought Book Lovers by Emily Henry. I own her other books, and I needed to buy this book because I want to do a video. So Book Lovers was a goal for me. Then the other book I got, which I'm so glad I found. I really didn't think I was going to find it because Books on the Square actually ended up being the last store I was at that day, and I had not found this book at any of the 3 other stores that I went to, and I was like, I'm not going to find this book. And I'm really sad about it because I want to read it. And I finally found it, and it's We Had to Remove This Post by Hannah Berkowitz. This is translated by someone. Translated by Emma Ralt. It's 134 pages, and I'm so excited. This is about a woman named Kaylee who takes a job working for a social media platform and reviews offensive videos and pictures, rants and conspiracy theories, and decides what needs to be removed. And I heard it gets crazy, which, if you know me, if you've been here, you know I love a book that gets crazy. I'm so glad I was able to find it. When I pulled it off the shelf, I was like, oh my god, I found it. Slay. The next store I went to was Savoy in... where is that? I think it's in Westerly. I love it there. I do love it there. My favorite bookstore was the first one I went to. It's called Bank Square Books. It's in Mystic, Connecticut, which is where I got this bag. There's like 7 books in here. And Savoy is their sister store. One of the books I got there was New Animal by Ella Baxter. I'm not sure what this is about, but I heard someone talking about it. I'm thinking it was Dakota Warren. That's my guess. I think I watched that video where she was talking about queer books, and this was one of the ones that came up. Let's read the back, shall we? Amelia Aurelia works at the family mortuary business as a cosmetic mortician with her eccentric stepfather and older brother, whose thruple's current preoccupation is with what type of snake to adopt. I love that sentence. I love everything about that sentence. I want a pet snake so bad, guys. I love snakes. There's one tattooed on me. When Amelia's affectionate mother passes away without warning, she is left without anchor. Fleeing the funeral, she seeks solace with her birth father in Tasmania and stumbles into the local BDSM community, where her riotous attempts to belong are met with confusion, shock, and empathy. Okay, slay. I'm excited. This one is also rather small. It's 184 pages. I also bought, oh, I forgot about this. I bought Queerly Beloved. I'm so excited. It's a rom-com. It's a rom-com about, I think, a wedding planner, question mark? Let's read the back. Amy, a semi-closeted queer baker and bartender in mid-2010s Tulsa, has spent a lifetime putting other people's needs before her own. Love this already. Queer baker reminds me of Love and Other Disasters. Love a bartender. I'm a barista, close enough. Until, that is, she hits it off with Charlie, a brilliant, attractive engineer who's just moved into town. Suddenly, Amy's found someone she actually wants. Her tight-knit chosen family is thrilled she's finally moving on from her ex. Mostly, though, they want Amy to find a way to show up for love and life as her authentic self. But when a one-off gig subbing for a bridesmaid turns into a full-time business, thanks to Amy's baking talents, crafting skills, and years watching rom-coms and Say Yes to the Dress. I love Say Yes to the Dress. Her deep desire to please kicks into overdrive at her own expense. No comment. It's not until Amy's precarious balancing act strains her relationships to the breaking point that she must decide what it looks like to be true to herself, and if she has the courage to try. I can't wait. I'm so excited. The title, the cover, everything about this is beautiful and amazing, and I can't wait to read it. I'm very excited. I don't know about you guys. My favorite TikTok account is The Novel Neighbor. They're an indie bookstore in St. Louis, and their book recommendation videos, they convince me every single time. They get me every single time, and this is no exception. I bought Sirens and Muses by Antonia and Gress. This book is fucking heavy. This is thick. This is yeah. Oh my, y'all. This is not a shorty. There's been a theme of shorties, and this is not one of them. I think it's about queer people in art in New York City, which is all I need, really. And I heard it's messy. I think the prompt was, what's the messiest book you've read lately? And I think that this was the answer. I'm so excited. For fans of The Goldfinch, I hated The Goldfinch. I DNF'd The Goldfinch. It's 2011. America is in a deep recession and Occupy Wall Street is escalating. But at the elite Rinn College of Art, students paint and sculpt in a rarefied bubble. Louisa Arsenault is a thoughtful, observant 19-year-old when she transfers to Rinn as a scholarship student, but she soon finds herself adrift in an environment that prizes novelty over beauty. Complicating matters is Louisa's unexpected attraction to her charismatic roommate, Karen P. and Dick, the preternaturally gifted but mercurial daughter of wealthy art collectors. Gradually, Louisa and Karina, her name is Karina? Did I say Karina? I don't remember. Louisa and Karina are drawn into an intense sensual and artistic relationship, one that forces them to confront their deepest desires and fears. But Karina also can't shake her fascination with Preston Utley, a senior and anti-capitalist internet provocateur. Love that. I love an anti-capitalist. Who is publicly feuding with visiting professor and political painter Robert Berger, a once controversial figurehead seeking to regain relevance. Oh my god! When Preston concocts an explosive hoax, the fates of all four artists are upended as each is unexpectedly thrust into the cutthroat New York art world. Now all must struggle to find new identities in art and society and among each other. In the process, they have to either discover their most authentic terms of life, of successfully enjoy, or risk losing themselves altogether. I haven't read A Little Life, but something about this gives me Little Life vibes, but like not as sad. I love messy art. I love queer people. I love New York. I can't wait to go back to New York, guys. I'm so excited. And then, the big one. The big one. I bought so many books at this first stop because, like, they had so many that I knew I wanted. I ticked so many off my list. The first one I got at Bank Square is The Secret Life of Albert and Twistle. I'm really excited about this. It's by Matt Cain. It just feels like a really, like, great queer joy novel. So this is about an older man who's forced into retirement, and he decides to go on a worldwide search for his like lost love, I guess. It says on the back, Albert forms a brave plan to start truly living, to be honest about who he is, and to find George, the man with whom he spent one perfect spring and summer long ago. It says it reveals his story slowly as he travels, and I'm I'm so excited. When I saw that this came out in paperback, I had a moment. I truly had a moment. Night Bitch by Rachel Yoder. I'm obsessed with the title of this book. Night Bitch. Night Bitch. This is about a woman who I believe she thinks she's a dog. I think she thinks she's a dog. I think that's the plot of the novel. An ambitious mother puts her art career on hold to stay at home with her newborn son, but the experience does not match her imagination. 2 years later, she steps into the bathroom for a break from her toddler's demands, only to discover a dense patch of hair on the back of her neck. In the mirror, her canine suddenly looks sharper. Her husband, who travels for work 5 days a week, casually dismisses her fears from faraway hotel rooms. As the mother's symptoms intensify, her temptation to give into her new dog impulses peaks, and she struggles to keep her altered canine identity a secret. Seeking a cure at the library, she discovers a mysterious academic tome that becomes her Bible, a field guide to magical women, a mythical ethnography, and meets a group of mommies involved in a multi-level marketing scheme, which may also be more than what they seem. Oh my god. I'm so excited about this. This is insane. I can't wait to read it. Oh my god. It's 238 pages. I'll say I'm also so glad that they didn't change the cover of this. I've noticed recently that books that are published in hardcover originally and then come out in paperback, the covers have been changing. Not huge into that, but I love this cover. Something about this cover is so pleasing to the eyes for me. My favorite color is red, so that might be it, but like, oh my god, I'm so excited. Next I got what I believe is the only YA book I bought, and that's The Ghost We Keep by Mason Deaver. I really liked I Wish You All the Best. I thought it was very good. I've been waiting for this book to come out in paperback. I didn't know it had come out in paperback until I saw it sitting on the shelf. I was like, slay. I don't know what it's about, actually. I mean, I'm assuming it's sad. Everything happens for a reason. At least that's what everyone keeps telling Liam Cooper after his older brother Ethan is killed in a hit-and-run accident. Feeling more alone and isolated than ever, Liam not only has to learn to face the world without one of the people he loved the most, but also face fading relationships with his two best friends. An achingly real portrayal of grief. I'm also so excited about The Feeling of Falling in Love, which is Mason Deaver's next novel, and I think the next time I go to Barnes & Noble, I'm going to pick it up. I'm trying to steer away from YA a little bit, but I still have like a million YA books on my shelf, so like, who knows. Next, I bought, I think I pronounced this The Consular? I don't know. By E.J. Beaton. This is a fantasy novel. It's sapphic. I don't remember why I put this as want to read on my Storygraph, but it was in the want to read on my Storygraph, which means at some point I heard the plot and was like, yes. So let's read the back. When the death of Iron Queen Saralyn Bray fractures the realm of Illyria, Lysand Pryor, the palace scholar and the queen's closest friend, is appointed counselor. Publicly, Lysand must choose the next monarch from amongst the city rulers vying for the throne. Privately, she seeks to discover which ruler murdered the queen, suspecting the use of magic. Resourceful, analytical, and quiet, Lysand appears to embody the motto she was raised with, everything in its place. Yet, while she hides her drug addiction from her new associate, she cannot hide her growing interest in power. She becomes locked in a game of strategy with the city rulers, especially the erudite prince Luca Fontaine, who seems to shift between ally and rival. Further from home, an old enemy is stirring. The magic-wielding White Queen is on the move again, and her alliance with a traitor among the royal milieu poses a danger not just to the peace of the realm, but to the survival of everything that Lysand cares about. In a world where the low-born keep their heads down, Lysand must learn to fight an enemy who wears many guises, even as she wages her own battle between ambition and restraint. Is this sapphic? I feel like it's sapphic. Adult fantasy, pretty sure it's a standalone. Up my alley. I'm happy. I'm so excited about this one. It just feels so stupid. It's Hollow Kingdom by Keira Jane Buxton. I saw Baker Reeds talking about this. He's on TikTok. Seriously, one of my favorite TikTokers. He's like king of disturbing books. He was talking about this. I think this feels like more of a comedy. It was in the sci-fi section at Barnes & Noble. I don't know if it actually is sci-fi. The main character of this book is a bird named Shit Turd. We follow the bird. I think his owner dies, but he doesn't, he's a bird, so like he doesn't know the owner's dead, so he's like trying to fix the problem. Is he actually dead? His owner, named Big Jim, his eyeball falls out of his head. But maybe that's like not a death thing. Maybe the eyeball just happened. And then he also has a sidekick who's a dog. I'm so excited. This feels so stupid and silly, and I love it. I tried to explain what this is about to Kay when we were at Barnes & Noble together, and they were like, dude. And I was like, yeah. Finally, the last book I bought. And I also bought 2 stickers. Here they are. Bumblebee and a big square book sticker. I got Body Grammar by Jules Omen. Pretty sure this is sapphic as well. It's about a model. I don't remember exactly what it's about, so I'm just going to read you the back again. By the time Lou turns 18, modeling agents across Portland have scouted her for her striking, androgynous look. Lou has no interest in fashion or being in the spotlight. She prefers to take photographs, especially of Ivy, her close friend and secret crush. But when a hike ends in a tragic accident, Lou finds herself lost and ridden with guilt. Determined to find her purpose, Lou moves to New York and steps into the dizzying world of international fashion shows, haute couture, and editorial shoots. It's a whirlwind of learning how to walk and how to command a body she's never felt at ease in. But in the limelight, Lou begins to fear that she's losing her identity as an individual, as an artist, and as a person still in love with the girl she left behind. Sapphic sounds like there could be some gender stuff in there. I'm pumped. I'm excited. And that's all of them. That's all of them, Bestie Bays. I bought so many books for my birthday. I don't think I can actually hold them up because there's too many. How many did I buy? 15. Yeah, 15 books. 15 new books for my birthday. I also got some Barnes & Noble gift cards, and I went and purchased some books with that as well. What did I buy, though? I don't remember. I don't think I'm gonna be able to hold this up, guys. Oh shit. Here they are. Books for my birthday. I'm 20. I should have tried to buy 20 books for my 20th birthday. That would have been fun. I got 15 though. Close enough. I dropped them and my phone just flew off my ring light tripod. So I'm gonna call it. I love you guys. I'll see you soon. Bye.